Well, here we are at the Omdia booth at DesignCon, and with me today is Paul, Michael, and Lee, three of the senior analysts at Omdia, and we're going to talk about Teardown and the value of Teardown in terms of supply chain. So, Michael, give us some insight into why an organization would want something basically to look behind the scenes.
Well, Teardown research plays a key role in our semiconductor research. It basically links component research to what the end product will look like in whatever that device may be. Could be automobiles, it could be an entertainment device, or televisions and PCs. So it really helps to visualize the entire supply chain from components to end products.
Okay. So Paul, you have some insights in terms of what is behind the scenes here. What are we looking at here, for example?
Yes, this is an instrument gauge. You can see the speed and RPM plus a center panel for displaying other information. If you turn this over, you'll be able to see that there's quite a complicated printed circuit board behind that. And so what the Teardown service will do is take each one of these components and analyze the price and the likely cost for this so that customers and our own internal people can understand the profit margins and the whole economic model around this. We don't stop at integrated circuits though. We also analyze things like the cost of this printed circuit board, cost of this connectors, these motors, and even the cost of things like glue and screws that go into making a model like this. So we can build a complete picture of the cost structure associated with this type of device.
Okay, so Lee, what are we looking at here? This is basically the back of technology.
Right, so this is, as we've said, this is an automotive instrument cluster, and these days almost all gauges are actually driven by stepper motors, which you see here and here. We've got a buzzer for alerts for the driver. We've got connectors to go to one of the computing units that's driving the instrument cluster. We have probably a custom ASIC here that's controlling all of this. On the other side of this board, you'll see a lot of backlighting, so a lot of LEDs that are backlighting not only the numbers and digits, but also the dials themselves. And so this is a pretty typical example of an automotive instrument cluster. As Paul was saying, there's a lot of components here, some of which are electrical, but in a device like this, that might be a minority of the cost. This is a lot of mechanical and plastic injected and molded parts. So all of that would be totaled to get the overall cost and margin for this device.
So that's basically the Omdia look behind the scenes, behind the technology, and essentially valuing what makes things work. Paul, Michael, Lee, thank you very much.